Howdy folks, welcome back to Seafarer, the ship sim. We're going to do one final video on this for this little series. And it was dark out, so I was just doing some more patrols, but I have bought a tugboat, and we're going to do some tugboat stuff today. So I think I can just leave this here, but let's just pull it over out of the way a little bit. I was doing some harbor stuff here because the sun was down. It was really dark. So I wanted to try to do some tugboat stuff in the daylight. And the inspections are easy. Easy money. Go ahead and turn off my searchlight. Can I actually just beach this here? I don't know if this works. Cool. Alright, so if I open my tablet now and go to Fleet, I have bought the Bernard, or the Bernhard, however you want to say that. The Bernhard. So let's swap to that vessel. And then I think my crew... Yeah, I've got the engineer on there to help check the engines. And then I had this tug operation. Here we go. So a ship is waiting outside the port to finally be towed to its docks. Let's go learn how to do tugboat things. I've not done any of these yet.
The work of a port tug captain requires special sensitivity.
Right. I was waiting to do that with y'all. It looks like I'm in a berth. This isn't where I left my ship. That's too bad. We have to navigate to the vessel, which is just outside the dock, or the pier, or whatever you call this area. Now the tugboats, it's a little tricky. It's got these props at the back end, so I'm gonna... alright, we can't reverse these engines, so I'm gonna go this way a bit. What's behind me? Another ship. Sweet. So let's try easing away from the dock here. I'm sure there's a proper, like, maritime procedure for this, but I don't know what that is. So I'm just trying to walk the stern out a little bit. Let's get some separation. Yeah, that's not really working. So let's do that. Let's get our butt out a little further. We're going to bang into the dock here because I don't know what I'm doing. It's a little tricky with the keyboard. Kind of almost need a wheel. Alright, let's keep walking that stern out. Yeah, we should be able to go. Beautiful. Alright, let's be on our way. Looks like we just have to go out to the entryway. Man, those seabirds are obnoxious. Just like real seabirds. Zoom out a little bit. Let's get a look at the Bernard here. The tugboat, it's got a winch on the deck. I'm hoping we get to use the winches. I'm not really sure how this works. But it looks like we can head out. We can use some fast travel. So let's put some points down. Let's go out to there. Hopefully we don't crash into anything. Oh, that boat's still there. I guess that is the boat we're getting. Navigate to the vessel. Looks like it wants us to pull up on the backside there. So we need to turn a bit. The only thing I've done with the tugboat is the practice course, or whatever it's called, where you maneuver around. That was fun. I did well on that. So it looks like we're going to come up behind it, and then do we just tie on? I don't know. Oh no, it wants us to be in front. I see it. I was looking at the ship all wrong. So it wants us to be in front of it. We're probably going to tow it. Navigate to the vessel. Request the messenger line and pick it up. Okay. Oh, cool. So we actually do the messenger line and hook it up to the big tow line. We'll see how detailed that is. I'm going to swing my butt around here. Give me half an hour. I'll get this boat lined up. It's a little different than having a rudder. You have to have power on to do any maneuvering. Alright, let's kill that. And then I want... Yep, I want that. Keep forgetting, I don't have a rudder. You literally just talked about that. Yeah, I know. Okay, there we go. We're kind of lined up. Need my engines back over yonder. We'll get just a little bit of power on. We'll ease back over here. We got a little baby ship there. It doesn't tell you on your speed if it's positive or negative. It just gives you a value. No. Wrong button. Wrong button. Okay, it's going to have us do the easy dock anyway. Okay, so we're docked with air quotes. Request the messenger line. Okay. I assume we're going to do that with the radio. So let's hop out here on the deck. Can't remember how this ship works. There we go. Alright. Oh, I don't have a radio. The radio, oh, the radio doesn't work if you're not in command. Okay. I thought maybe we had a walkie-talkie. Fair enough. Nope, we still have no radio. Request the messenger line and pick it up. What am I missing here, folks? Is there a... There's a dude over there. Can I just go talk to the dude? Hey, dude. Throw me the line, eh? Oh. You just have to walk up to the ship. Whee! Nice. Pick up messenger line. Okay. And then we have a tow line. Got it. Oh, there it goes. He's going to haul it on up. Very cool. So you throw a light line over if you're not familiar with that. I just know this from books and movies. Throw the light line over and then you haul the big line up with the light line. Pass the tow line using the winch control. Oh, he needs me to let it out. The tow line is stored on the winch. Tug captains can operate it from the bridge. Oh. Okay. So we have to be up here. And where might we operate this? I don't have any tow line stuff here. Nope, that goes down. Oh! There's a marker here. I did not see that yellow. I'm blind. Tighten rope. Hey, it's doing stuff. By tighten rope, they mean let it out so he can grab it. Sail to the marked area. All right, we're tied off to that other ship. We'll get the hang of this. Don't you worry. So we have to take them over there. Oh, okay. Well, we don't want to jerk this line too much, I would assume. So let's kind of ease into it. Okay, I think they're under tow. We're pretty close to that ship. It's not as far away as I thought it might be. Release the tow line. No, I don't want to do that. Okay, so some of these things you can actually do. Docket pier, anchor. Oh, there is a horn button. There's just no keyboard command for it. Ah, look at that. Nice. There definitely needs to be a keyboard command for that. They're probably yelling at me right now because I'm turning them so sharp, but that's okay. I don't really know what I'm doing. So it's all good. Come on, Herbert. There needs to be a screen chat key for hiding the HUD, the UI. Alright, let's ramp up the power a little bit. Hey, it's coming on around. Look at that. You're a tugboat captain. Look at us go. Camera mode, radio menu. Oh, hide HUD. I forgot there is one of those keys in this game. There we go. There's some thumbnail material. Been playing too many games lately.
It's important that you stick to the schedule so you don't trigger a chain reaction.
That's just a generic message they play all the time. I don't think it has any particular bearing on what we're doing. Alright, let's get some speed on. This kind of begs the question, can we fast travel while we're towing somebody? Toot. Doot. Doot? No, you cannot fast travel while you're being towed. Right. I kind of suspected that. Wait. Do I have a horn button? I don't see a horn button.
I wonder how many soccer fields would fit on a ship like this.
A few.
How could anyone miss a ship like that?
I think they say that when you get close to another ship. Don't ask how I know that. Alright, we're rocking and rolling. Is there a key to hide just the, no. Just to hide the, objective. It'd be nice since it takes up like a sixth of the screen. So if we come back to half throttle, how much does that slow us down? We're doing 9 knots. Tugging this guy. I think we'll save a lot of fuel if we slow down a little bit. I wonder, I bet he wants to be up against the dock, so set a little bit to the left of the objective there. And we can actually go, is it X to clear the route? Let's go ahead and clear those out. Yeah, we lose like a knot. No problem. Well, we'll just soak in some scenery. It's going to take a little bit. Had a comment asking how I got it to run so smooth, and I don't know. It just works. I think it's set on Epic. Let me interrupt this real quick. Yeah, it's set to Epic. I don't know. Those are my settings. I did the Epic preset. All my computer specs are on the About page on my channel header thingy. I think I have a, was it a Ryzen 7 7800X3D, something like that? And an NVIDIA 4070 Ti Super. That's a decent system. It's not like super top of the line, but man, it runs great. Looks great. Unfortunately, I've seen some people have a lot of performance issues. I've had a few bugs. Nothing major, though. Alright, we are going over there to that far crane from the looks of it, and he has a container ship, so that makes sense. Let's get him pointed over this way. The tricky part is going to be getting him into the area. That's going to be the tricky bit. It's going to be a little bit painstaking, because we're going to just have to use, you know, water friction to slow down. We'll keep about half throttle till maybe we get over closer to the pier. We'll start guiding him around a little bit. And I'm just winging this. I don't really know what I'm doing. A good looking skyline though. And zoom in a little bit. Yeah, let's see if we can frame up a really nice thumbnail. Couple different shots here. Might be able to do something with that. All right, we're getting into the nitty gritty here. Start turning this way a bit. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and slow down. I don't know how fast he slows down. I think he's gonna slow down about like we do. It's a fairly wide ship. Oh, it wants us to go to that area. I thought they'd want us to get him right up against the dock. Maybe we tow him there and then push him in. So I need to move over this way a bit. Sorry. Noob at the helm. Yeah, we slowed right down. We get about a third on. Get him pointed this way. Yeah, maybe we get to like nudge him in sideways. That could be interesting. Alright, he's coming over, so let's get pointed over this way. Trying to keep my nose under control. Hey, he's following along nicely. So if I just cut my engines, does slack come in on the line? Or is he pretty much just glued to our butt? Release the towed vessel at the marked area. Roger that. I think he's just kind of glued to our butts. So I assume they want him, like, all the way inside. Leave a little bit of power on. And then we had a release button, right? Yeah, release the tow line. Oh, release the tow line! Don't have my controls. Show me my controls. Take up the designated position and then push him in. All right, that's kind of what I thought was going to go on. I think this, the physics are kind of simplified a bit for gameplay purposes because it's a very painstaking process to, you know, slowly get that ship into position. All right, let's come around. We'll do this and slow down a little bit, hopefully. Where are we supposed to go? Giant flashing yellow arrows. You may hold K to align your vessel. Oops. Full cheat code. Alright, push the vessel. Push! Gotta be careful because the E key doesn't just stop your engines, it goes to full throttle as well. Give me a little push. Try to keep nose on. Ruh-rohs. Might have messed this one up.
Great work.
Oh, hey, we did great work. It just sucks it over there. Nice. I can't steer. I kind of wish it was more like open world. Where'd the ship go? It's gone. All right, there you go. There's tugboat. That wasn't too bad. Have my engineer check the engines real quick. Give him a once over, Sandra. All done. All right, excellent. Let's keep a little power on. Let's go take a look at here. Oh, she didn't use anything. Let's refuel and do a little repair. I don't know why we can't upgrade. Maybe because we're not in the right spot or something. I don't know. Let's take a look at the journal. Parking spot. That's just the practice stuff. I already did that. We can do that again to make even more money? Okay, well, let's do that, and we'll finish out the video with a little bit of a parking challenge. I've already done this, but I guess we can do it again. Easy money, hopefully. Since I'm recording, I'll probably screw it up. Maybe. Oh, this is a different pier this time. It's on the far side over there. Oh, maybe it's the same spot, different angle. So we only have 4 minutes to get over there and get parked. So, full steam ahead. Forgot to look and see what the top speed on this bad boy was. 18 knots. All things being equal. Maybe that's with upgrades, because we're definitely not doing 18 knots. Ooh, it's right behind the boat. That's going to be tricky. Yeah, that's the same area, but I was coming in from the opposite angle the last time I did this. So this will be a bit tricky. I went the wrong direction. Keyboard always messes me up. Just gotta watch the hull damage. Alright, get your butt in there.
Straightforward and precise.
Yeah, something like that. Something like that. What Adriana doesn't know won't hurt me. There we go. Well, that was easy money. Can you just keep doing that? No. Okay. Okay, so there's another tug operation. And I guess that's all we can do in the tug. The one thing I didn't do was firefighting. I think that's the only other activity. But I imagine it's pretty straightforward. I'm going to keep an eye on this as it develops in early access, but I think that'll do it for this little series of videos. Thanks as always for watching, and I'll catch you in the next adventure. Take care. Oh, there's like a reset. Weird. Your weird game. It's gonna sit here in my force field.